What's up, Overcome Army? It is Monday. It is that first day of the week, guys. It is that first day to get back on track. And holy smokes, man, we are post-Thanksgiving, man. We are full steam ahead into the end of the year, and we are now in the most dangerous time of the year, man. You talk about ambush season. It is ambush season because, rolling into the holidays, and actually, Sierra put it out in her group that the average person gains between 5 and 30 pounds during this last part of the year, starting with Halloween, October 31st, all that candy, all the way through Thanksgiving and over the Christmas holidays. And it makes sense, man. I mean, it starts with candy, then it starts with Thanksgiving, this great big gluttonous meal. Drinking increases because now we're starting to roll into all the holiday parties and things like that, and then we roll into the Christmas holidays. So stress is higher, typically workouts are down, typically we're eating a lot more, we're drinking more. All these things equals what? A lot more weight, a lot more alcohol, which contributes to bad habits. So we don't need to do that, guys. In the Overcome Army, we need to stay focused on our goals, physical, personal, and professional. So we don't want to get off track. Most people, they still focus on their professional. There's a lot of focus on the end of the year that we want to finish strong. We want to set up next year to be good. But we lose sight of physical usually is that big one that goes out the window. So we don't want to do that in here. So, how do we do that? Well, it's maintaining our goals first and foremost in our mind. And that's why Monday is always such a big deal for me. Monday muster, where we just get back on track. We just say, hey, doesn't matter what happened last week. What happened last week happened last week. If you gorged yourself over this Thanksgiving holiday, then so be it. So be it. Then guess what? Today's the day that you get back on track. And I don't want you... Too many people start thinking, well, I'll start working out January 1st. I'm just going to get through the holiday season. No, that's how you put on that extra 30 pounds. We don't want to do that. What we want to do is right here and now. It starts today. It starts right now, Monday. We start looking at, okay, how do I eat a little better for over this holiday season? How do I not drink? I encourage you during the week, don't drink. If you go to a holiday party and it happens to be during the week, for me, I don't have a drink. I don't want to drink during the week, especially because it messes up my workout. So I can look at my fitness tracker. I can have one drink and I can see how it impacts my recovery and how well I do. As a matter of fact, I need alcohol out of my system for several days to have my best recoveries and to see that my body is operating at its optimal level. So it comes down to what level of discipline and consistency you're going to put into your life to achieve your goals. And Monday is always that day to get back on track, to hit that reset button and get back on track. Now, what I wanted to talk about today specifically is within our Overcome Army group. So this is my private group coaching group, that we focus on goal setting, we focus on positivity, and we focus on accountability. We focus on having individuals to give you backup to hopefully keep you on course to accomplish your goals. And every week we send out a survey, and that survey gives us a pulse of what's going on within the Overcome Army group. And this week, I saw the highest level. One of the questions is, are you currently in a life ambush? And I define a life ambush as anything that will permanently leave physical, mental, emotional, or deep financial scars. And those four things. And this week was the highest level of ambush. It's taken off a smaller demographic of the group, but still, usually that gives me a good idea of what the pulse is of the group as a whole. And I remember I was looking at that and I said, wow, man, but it makes sense. If you think about it, at the end of the year, we're probably rolling into the season of ambushes. And the reason being for a lot of things. I mean, the end of the year, finances become a big thing. We're seeing more and more, whether it's the end of the year and we've got to spend money on this or that. Obviously, the holiday season rolling into Christmas becomes very expensive. Thanksgiving, if we're looking at travel, that adds additional costs. So we've got potentially financial ambushes. Oftentimes our health kind of goes out the window because we're not taking care of ourselves, so that could lead to physical ambushes. Within companies, if you run your own company or you work for a company, oftentimes companies are looking at their financials and they're like, holy smokes, we're off track for the end of the year. And oftentimes companies are starting to make cuts at the end of the year so people could lose their jobs. Emotionally, it's a very stressful time during the holidays. So there's just a lot of factors that come in that can put you into an ambush. And, one of the big things about being on an ambush is you've got to get off the X. If this is the first time you've ever listened to me, getting off the X is a critical thing that I speak about. It comes from the special operations, my special operations background. As a SEAL, we were taught if you got into an ambush, you had to get off the X as quickly as possible. And life ambushes are so different, are no different. They're no different. You have to get off the X as quickly as possible. That's what the overcome mindset is about when these ambushes come along. But what happens for a lot of people is we get overwhelmed with a life ambush and we continue to try and do all the other things that we've always been trying. We try and do all the other things that we've already been trying to do. So if you're trying to accomplish fitness goals and we're trying to accomplish personal goals and we're trying to accomplish, professional goals, we're still trying to accomplish that while trying to get out of an ambush. And guys, you cannot do that. If you are truly in a life ambush, something that will forever leave mental, physical, emotional, or financial scars, your goal is to get off the X and to get out of that ambush. When I watch people who are in some type of major life ambush and they're still trying to do everything else and get out of a life ambush, I'm like, this is crazy. You cannot, it'd be like being in the middle of a gunfight and like trying to do a status report, not even a status report, like some sort of deep financial report in the middle of a gunfight. I mean, you just can't do it. I mean, you can't divide your attention like that in the middle of a crisis. So this is what's so important, because we have such a large proportion of our group that's currently in a life ambush. That's what I want to put out to all of you, that when you are in a life ambush, when you are on the X, you have to have a mindset of getting off the X. There's 5 tools to get off the X. I call it the react methodology. When you're on the X, you have got to react. You've got to recognize that you're in a crisis. You've got to evaluate your assets and decide which one is the best or which ones are the best to utilize to start moving forward. You've got to assess your options and outcomes. So we got to start looking at both the short and long-term options that we can use to get off that X. We got to choose a direction and communicate it. So we've got to decide where we're going, and we communicate it to our family, to our friends, to our team, to our business, to our employees, whatever it is. And then we got to take action. So that is the react methodology. And I wanted to share it with you. So for those of you that are new, if you want, you can take a picture of this. It's going to give you a little code that will take you to our website. And if you are not on our mailing list, go ahead and sign up for our mailing list. And what this will do is it's going to give you a link to the React methodology handout. This is a phenomenal handout that me and my team put together. And it gets deep into the weeds about what happens when you're in a life ambush and into that React methodology, how to utilize it, how to put it into place, and how to use those steps to get off the X as quickly as possible so you can get back on track for your life. Because guys, if you are in an ambush, that should be your front sight focus. That's what you should be focusing on. And once again, man, this is the season of the ambush. It hits all of us, which is probably why I saw so many members of our group in that life ambush. So anyways, that's what's up on this Monday. What's funny is I was originally going to talk about consistency, which we'll come back to. I mean, that's the great thing about Monday Muster. I can adapt based on what is going on. But this time I said, man, we got a lot of people in life ambush. Let's talk about how to react. Your focus should be, how do I get off the X? So many people are sitting on it. So many people are stuck on it. And as we go through this holiday season, it gets easier and easier. The longer you sit on the X, the more it's like quicksand. The harder it is to get up and drive forward. So Your mindset should be on getting off the X. And in order to do that, you react to overcome. So if you go to my website, you can sign up if you haven't done so yet, and that'll give you the link to be able to download that React methodology. It'll also give you the download to our Learn to Lead methodology, which gives you some great steps and tools to use to be a phenomenal self-leader, which is one of the biggest things I talk about, but it also translates directly into how you lead others and how you lead always. So that's what's up this Monday Muster. That's what it's about. It is about getting off the X and being able to drive forward so that we can get back on track to be able to crush our goals and be the best versions of ourselves. All right, guys, if you have not, if this is your first Monday Muster, then welcome. Obviously, I got a lot of options that are out there. Go to jasonredman.com, click on coaching. You can learn about some of the other courses and coaching options that we have. Today is Cyber Monday, so we're running a 25% discount on all coaching and courses today. Our Appointment for Life Mastermind. Maybe you're looking at, man, I really got to get myself on track. I got to find myself. The Appointment for Life Mastermind is for you. And right now we've got 25% off that mastermind. You can sign up now. You can reserve your slot. There's only 50 slots, and we will start that program right after the new year. And it's about how do you define your mission in this life? How do you set those long and short-term goals and set that course for where you're going to go? How do we assess risk around us? And how do we develop that strong overcome mindset to get off the X? So those are all the things that we got going. So check us out. Make sure if you are watching this on YouTube, you click that little subscribe button. And like I said, if you want to learn more, you can sign up for our mailing list. We put out nothing but positive content to help you stay off the X, to help you drive forward, to help you lead yourself, lead others, lead always, and have that overcome mindset. So that's what's up. Get out there, drive forward, overcome, be a goal crusher, and make a difference in this life. So I'm out. I will see you guys next week. And in my Overcome Army group, I will see you guys Wednesday night. All right, guys, I'm out.